wrong one. All right, welcome. Episode 37. What's that? What's 37 in Spanish, Malik?
Japanese. I can't help.
There you go. Of the Roundtable Hip Hop discussion. And let me start by introducing my esteemed co-host. First and foremost, we got the one and only star child of rareness. Say that shit 5 times fast. You know how we do it. What's going on with you?
What's up? Feeling good.
And we got the international man of mystery still ducking the feds and the federales and the fucking local police and whoever else. Hotep, you there, bro?
I'm always here, man. I'm always here.
Shit.
We got to appreciate you for the 25 minutes we got you, bro. Good to have you.
I'm always here, man.
Y'all one and only Santa Claus from North Pole come down bringing gifts of beats and shit. Cloud, what's going on with you, bro?
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy
holidays.
I'm scared now.
Yep.
Wait, that motherfucker had
no energy today.
Hey, what the fuck? I ain't no hurt.
And we got the Grim. You ain't need Grim Reaper, bro. You fucking up the brand. You heard? Michigan out. You happy to the motherfucker? Y'all must have won a game or some shit.
We beat
Southside gun.
We beat Ohio State. My Thunder doing well. It is the Michigan basketball team. You know, we lost last night. We ranked. You feel me? So like, it's going great. My Red Sox just made a trade. Got an ace pitcher, nigga. We up, nigga. We up. My sports life over here is up.
You make some FanDuel money or some shit over there, bro?
I do not gamble. I can't. I'm a legal partner with Better. So for all your gambling needs, log in, use the code Southside.
Get the fuck out.
I'm not even joking. I'm dead serious. I'm a better partner. I don't gamble.
That's no parlays.
Here's my contract. I don't gamble. I do play fantasy football and so I will say that.
As soon as you say sports, you see fucking star face curl like motherfucker.
We're talking about the artists. I'm talking about teas and herbals.
And we got the one and only Malik the villain. Malik, what's going on, man? You might be the voice of reason speaking Espanol today because everybody else on one. They got their drinks. I see Star pouring up a cup. This motherfucker Southside showed up drunk. Cloud happy.
Definitely.
This is a scary episode.
Yeah, because I drink water.
Everybody's feeling good. Man. Me drunk is crazy. On stream? That was like 3 months ago I was drunk. Why are we doing? I was drunk as 3 months ago. That was hilarious. That was a great stream, by the way.
That was one you eating like hot wings and shit.
No, that was the one when I came on the stream with the whole black sweater with the diamond necklace. Y'all niggas thought I was in the mall. They like, Suge Knight.
So let's go ahead and get into our topic, shall we? Andrew Schulz. I thought it was a T in there. His name spelled all funny. What kind of name is that? Response to Kendrick Lamar shot on this new song, Whacked Out Mural. He said some kind of nasty shit if you hear what he said. But when sending a shot at someone, can you dictate how they respond? So let's go ahead and pull up OVO Mall speaking on the situation. I feel like he'd be on here too much. No more Joe Budden, no more Mall. And I'm not playing on 9 minutes of this shit.
Trying to devalue hip hop, even if there is some, I do understand somewhat of the outrage of people that are looking at this like, all right, Kendrick said something about you. Why are you making this a hip hop thing? And if you just want to talk to Kendrick Lamar, talk to Kendrick Lamar. Why are you now trying to devalue hip hop, even if there is some truth in what he's saying. I don't think we needed Schulz to tell us that hip hop has had a misogynistic history.
What?
But why can't it be about Kendrick? Like I laughed when he said, I'll fuck you in a jail cell. I thought it was funny.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make love to you. I thought it was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But I see why people are upset. What the fuck does Schulz have to say about hip hop when you're talking to Kendrick Lamar? Kendrick Lamar is not the face of hip hop, but he's not all hip. He's not all hip hop. What does that have to do with what we're talking about?
No, I think he spoke about things directly associated with Kendrick.
He did, but I think what people are more upset about is not him saying, well, I guess some people are upset that he said he'd fuck Kendrick Lamar. But the overall outrage I've seen is who is Schulz to criticize hip hop, and what does that even have to do with you and Kendrick Lamar? What?
That's always a slippery, because on one hand, Schulz has obviously supported hip hop.
How has he supported?
Wait, hold on. I don't want to make this like I'm going against Schulz, but I have to give some. Since fucking when has Andrew Schulz given back to hip hop?
Well, you say giving back. Do you think that Andrew Schulz has ever purchased tickets to hip hop shows? Do you think he's ever purchased hip hop music? Do you?
I actually don't think.
All right, man. Y'all, all right, dog. Y'all don't think Andrew Schulz has ever been to a hip hop concert in his life?
Cool.
Nobody in here thinks Andrew Schulz has ever been to a hip hop concert.
I don't think. Yeah, of course. No, he's been to 50 Cent shows last year. I don't think he paid for the ticket.
I'm not saying. I said supported hip hop.
Okay, supported is paying.
Andrew
Schulz has he's spending.
Andrew Schulz has a huge platform. Has he not supported artists in hip hop? Has he not spoken positively about artists in hip hop?
Oh yeah, probably.
All right, then. So why are we so now that he's speaking?
That's the line.
No, I'm not saying he's responded to somebody sending what he felt like was a direct shot at him on a record. This did not come out of the blue thin air. He's responded to a shot that somebody sent at him, and that's the problem with people. When you send a shot at somebody, you can't dictate then how they respond to that shot. So that's all I'm saying. I understand why people are mad at Andrew. That face talking about this culture. I get it. But he only responded because he was sent for.
I agree.
So let's keep that in perspective as well.
Was he not rightfully sent for, though?
Whether he was rightfully sent for or not, he was sent for. So he's responded to somebody sending a shot at him.
And there you have it. I think that's the gist of what we have here. Essentially, Andrew Schulz. That was a weird kind of heel to down. It's like because he bought a fucking ticket to a 50 Cent concert, or because you purchased fucking Get Rich or Die Trying in the past, you're allowed to talk fucking hip hop now. But anyway, beyond that, what do y'all think of the clip? And you heard, I don't know if we heard what Andrew Schulz said, but
Maul can't help but dick ride. He can't but go against the grain. He gotta support anybody who is against Maul's beliefs, who he cares about, who he likes. Andrew Schulz is someone that has benefited off of Black culture and has been benefiting off of Black culture for the absolute longest. Let's just keep it a bean. He has. That motherfucker is not ingratiated with the hip hop culture the way that we think that he is. He's not. More importantly, I don't know what motherfuckers think, but that comment that he said about Kendrick, way out of line. You don't talk about sexually assaulting a grown ass man unprovoked and think that shit was not gonna blow back on him, whether you was joking or not. Like, bro, and more importantly, you're not Anthony Jeselnik. That type of comedy is not for you, bro. So this entire conversation with the white boy and the fat ass on the other chair is embarrassing. Like, they're arguing about Andrew Schulz and hip hop. It's fucking embarrassing.
I agree with that.
Yeah. On top of that, what Andrew Schulz said, like, it wasn't even funny. It was just like weird. Like, you think that's funny?
Yeah, I just want to say happy holidays to everybody. My thoughts will probably get us demonetized, but
we ain't monetized though, so you go ahead.
I hope somebody books him in LA. I certainly hope somebody books him in LA.
Yeah, that was foul, bro.
I won't go farther than that, but yeah, it's people have been letting him get away with shit for far too long, and he's got he's got somebody who's known for giving white people a pass for the bullshit sitting right next to him. So he's he's comfortable. He's very comfortable saying, very inflammatory shit.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's checking him because Charlemagne should have checked him, but
Charlemagne ain't checking shit.
Charlemagne ain't checking nobody. And he's not gonna check his friend.
But that's why he's on a podcast with him, and that's why that podcast isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Because he's never gonna check him. He's never gonna stop him from saying shit like that. He might like throw like a little bit of like, oh, I don't completely agree with him, but he has the right to say it. Like, so.
Nobody in South Carolina fuck with that bald bitch Charlemagne the God anyway. So fuck that nigga. And that white
Monk's Corner, they don't got Charlemagne the God they over there, bitch.
Yeah, no, they about to jump his ass, bald bitch. But he ain't got whoever the fuck this nigga is. Cause I ain't know about him until goddamn Charlemagne had that little thing. What was it? Damn interview or some shit with that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate the fact that these black people are not checking this motherfucker on the shit he been saying, especially about black women. That really rubbed me the wrong fucking way. And I don't give a fuck how many 50-cent concert tickets you bought or what the fuck you did. They don't give you the right to talk about black culture or any type of shit like that just because you did that. And on that note, somebody stump his ass and fuck that white boy. Except for Cam. Cam cool, but fuck that nigga.
Shout out to Cam. Cam gets a shout out.
Shout out to him, man.
But yeah, that was, and honestly, that was a weird like segue. That was a weird like because he supported hip. What is technically supporting hip hop? You feel me? Like that's very weird to me. It's like, oh, because he bought it. You don't think he bought a concert to a ticket in hip hop?
What? Who gives a fuck, my nigga? Like he ain't got no business speaking on goddamn the coach any fucking way he ain't a part of. He's a fucking comedian, a terrible one at fucking that. Like who the fuck is this nigga? Give him a fucking
I feel like modern day hip hop, like as it stands today, is the only reason he even had a foothold to say that. Because in no world
back in the day,
in no world is he supposed to think he funny for that.
Exactly.
He got lucky. Like MTV2 really was like the introduction to him, and anybody who remembers God Code, that's really like the introduction to Andrew. That's how he was introduced to me. Like that's how I found him. Like I didn't know about his comedy, anything like that. That's how I was introduced to TV. Him and Charlemagne and Lil Duval. And every 10 years later, I can't stand all three of them. Like they've just come to a point to where it's kind of like, who told you were okay to speak on this? And
he bought an album, dog. So I'm trying to go buy a Garth Brooks album tomorrow, and I'm gonna be the voice of country.
I don't care.
That's what's gonna fucking happen.
He's on a podcast.
This is why gatekeeping is fucking important. This is why gatekeeping gets supported, because the people who we have within our culture, they don't respect the hip hop game and hip hop culture enough to check niggas when they're supposed to be checked.
Nope.
And that's the biggest problem that we have.
We gotta stop letting motherfuckers in, and that is what it is.
Well, you don't control the media. When you don't control the media, which is the purpose of this fucking platform, so to have some media control. But when you don't control media, you can't decide who the fuck is the voice of your culture or who's the voice. They can throw anybody up there, like this dude. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's compromised. So, with that being said, get the fucking come on. Stop going on Vlad. Stop going on the snitch couch. You know what I mean? And holler at us, you feel me? But let's go on to the second clip. He's talking about now he's playing victim, I guess. But let's listen to this shit.
Don't be surprised if he goes crazy. Listen, some of the Kendrick stans have been posting shit like telling me they're gonna take out my family on like pictures of my child, my daughter.
God.
You surprised by this? This is the nature of the game.
And social media.
Yeah, it's social media. It's like, but he says that line. He says that line. His parent, his friend, some of his fans. The majority of his fans don't do anything. The majority of his fans are just like they like hip hop. They think he's a great musician. But the most extreme ones on a picture of my 8-month baby are going, you better take security everywhere because I'm coming for your whole family. And this is like multiple.
Crazy.
So to me, that person, I don't blame Kendrick. We can't control what our fans do. But that person, I go, you're talking about my kid, man. Like, I have to screenshot you, know who you are, and if I ever see you,
you can't play with it. Yeah, you can't play with it. No, I'm with you. 100%. That's why I don't feel no remorse.
I feel no remorse. Like, yo, you talked about someone's child,
you should have learned from Pusha T.
Right.
He did the same thing to Pusha T. You want to mention people's fiance, and Kendrick took his belt off and whipped your ass the way he gonna whip Schultz's ass. If he did that to a half a white man, imagine what he would do to
a full one.
Listen, say
whatever you want about me.
There you have it. What do you think about him getting threats from the Kendrick stans? Maybe we should turn to our resident threat expert, Mr. Southside.
As someone who has gotten death threats within the last 2 days and who gets them regularly because I exist, strictly for the fact that I exist, and I say whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want. When you put shit out in the world and it's negativity, you cannot be surprised when you get it back. You can't in any capacity. As someone who talks about dead fathers often, very often, at least 3 times a day. If I ain't talking about it, I'm posting a Christian cage. If you're a pro wrestling fan, you'll understand what the fuck that is. Andrew going through what he's going through, you made a very bad joke. And the response that you got was people who did not agree with your joke. And why are you surprised? I don't know, but that's what come with it. So honestly, once you've crossed the line of harming somebody in that capacity, talking about family, wives, kids, shit like that, let's be honest, there are no rules at that point. Period, point blank. There are no rules.
Civilians. There's no civilians in war, bro.
No. Fuck no.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's crazy
literally.
that he has the nerve to say what he said and then be a complete pussy about it after.
Yep.
Yeah. Consequences. Actions have consequences.
Freedom of speech is not
yeah,
freedom
like
of consequence.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, you're joking about assaulting somebody in like one of the worst ways. So it's just like, do you think somebody was gonna laugh at that? Like, I don't know what he really thought. I don't know, but I feel like what Kendrick said in his song wasn't even that bad about him. Just
No, it
stop
wasn't.
talking about
Yeah, it wasn't.
Not only was it not that bad, Drake brought up the man family first, which he always does, because Drake uses women in some capacity to always try to get one over on somebody. He did it with Pusha T. He's done it with Kendrick. He's done it countless times. He literally slept with someone who was with Lil Wayne. Like, the man uses women for everything. His mindset is, I can control the women, especially if they're with some dude and I have an issue with them. If I can get to the woman, I can win. That is a bitch-made move. And it is honestly, it's quite disgusting. Because it's sad. Because like, you can't win on your own merit. You have to involve somebody else just to win. To try to get a win. It's embarrassing. It's lame. It's corny.
Yeah, I agree. We got another clip. Ian Dunlap. Who the fuck is Ian Dunlap?
Sorry, guys. We got rolling blackouts going on over here.
Yeah, you at Iraq or some shit?
Yeah, Phoenix. Same thing.
Yeah, close enough.
But yeah, anyway, Andrew Schulz. He was using weird white boy humor and like the presence of a bunch of Compton Crips, and it didn't sit well.
This nigga don't be knowing what he be talking about either. For the record, he don't know. He don't know.
I don't care how many. I don't care how many times you met 50 Cent. You don't get to talk about like, yeah, I would make love to this heterosexual black man. That's weird shit.
Very fucking weird.
That's something. That's the type of humor he used around Charlemagne, and Charlemagne made him feel comfortable using that around other black people. And that's not. Yeah, Andrew needs to be quiet with that.
Yeah, that's some weirdo shit. You get slapped where I come from. Nobody a key in about that shit.
It's like, yeah, and then Maul don't know how to check Rory because Rory in the same position. That's white boy humor. They think that shit funny.
That's sad. It's very sad.
Sad as fuck.
They obviously feel super comfortable saying the shit.
Exactly. They feel very comfortable. And then the black people around them not checking them, so why wouldn't they feel comfortable?
Because when I seen the video,
them to stop.
When I seen the video of him like saying it about Kendrick, like I'd make love to him. Like, I don't know who that was on the couch, but that black person on the couch was.
He's a kiki, yeah.
See, that's the shit that pisses me off.
Bro, come on, you look weak as fuck. Not checking that.
And that's really why they be having them black people there. Like, you got to have somebody colored on the couch. That way you don't look as crazy when you say the things you saying.
Exactly.
And they real specific which black person they using.
What's the type?
What's the type?
What's the type?
Fucking black.
Yeah, very learned how to be black in college black.
Yeah.
Took the studies that what's that they call the fucking African American studies.
African American studies, yeah. Brand utopia blacks.
Grew up in the damn suburbs with white people and then went to be black in college. Very
I ate chitlins so I could feel more connected with the ancestors type blacks.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Is there raisins in your potato salad?
That's crazy. I smoke Black and Mounds with the homies at 7 a.m. because I know what type of struggles they're going through in life. That's crazy.
Yeah, just start gangbanging at 28 type blacks.
That's nasty word right there. I seen it.
Yep.
Let's play this clip. He's talking about the hypocrisy, I guess. We'll see.
Have an impact. Sure. That's a conversation we don't want to have.
That's a real trouble.
Because it gets too preachy. Cool. At the same time, Kendrick called Drake a pedophile for fucking 5 months, but the whole world got mad at a joke. Okay.
About a man, another man.
It's hypocritical.
That's a good point.
So what do I know? I can't disagree with that.
That's a great point. But yeah, you're gonna get pot out of the
I don't see the correlation.
One and done, right, man. And I fuck with Kendrick. I love Drake, but you turn this whole boy upside down over some personal shit that you got planned to do. And dog, what the fuck are we talking about?
That's true. That is exactly true.
Hey Drake,
listen.
Come on, man.
It didn't have to get there.
I don't think it was planned.
That's true. That's true. It did not.
I keep going back to that. We got here because of you, buddy.
Stop.
We wasn't trying to get here. We don't have to get personal.
He said it on the record.
It's a legend. I don't give a fuck what he said. And
they had a convo, yo. Like,
this is the part that I really don't like about that. You went on. I'm so tired of talking about Kendrick and Drake, but you went on Taylor Made using the Tupac AI and said, "Talk about him like in Young Girls." Okay, cool. I'm gonna talk about it now. You just didn't think it would blow up that way. You did that.
Shout out to the boy.
At the end of the day,
I know. I saw you. At
the end of the day, the nigga
basketball court.
We got it. The nigga asked him how to do it, leave family out of it, and he didn't. And whether it was a plot, whether it was a plan, whether he knew that he was going to do it, whether he had this, it's just the setup is what the setup is. You guys think it's a plan. I don't think it's a plan. I just think it's just something. Obviously, I can see
there's layers to it.
I can get there's layers. Yes, I can see the layers that is presented, but I do understand what you're saying. And that was sort of Kendrick's point about pointing out people that may be culture vultures or not within, not down with our culture, whether he's right or whether he's wrong. You know what I mean? And we can't really say that about Drake because Drake has been holding the culture on his back for so many years. So it's just what? It's a preference at this point, and obviously, it does look like Drake was railroaded. when they show certain receipts, and it's unfortunate. But
I 1,000% believe he was.
It's unfortunate, but we just.
I'm gonna tell you, I believe so because he's been protected by that same label, for a while.
Yes,
like you couldn't really diss Drake on certain records. Like Pusha T had a verse. Pusha T had a verse removed by Universal. They were calling in, getting things done.
Understood.
So that you can't diss him. So now, for somebody to diss me and y'all pump the song, make it number one. Oh,
worldwide.
It's play. It's something at play here.
Okay.
So I do get him.
Has there been any more like new developments on?
Well, that's about it. I ain't hear too much. They just basically talk about this hypocrisy in the beginning that Kendrick could point out. I'll say pedo about Drake, which has nothing to do with Andrew Schulz going on for a 5-minute tirade about making love to another man. But anyway, right? There you have it. And then it sounds like they really buying into the narrative that this song was artificially pumped up. Like, sound like where's Joe at to shut this?
Wasn't these comments about making love? Is that what we calling it to Kendrick in response to Kendrick saying don't be making dumb jokes about black women?
Yeah. He was
so in
actually,
response to that, she was like, "I'll fuck you in your ass." Like not only am I gonna make jokes about black women.
Talking to them. He wasn't talking to Andrew Schulz. Like he was more so referring to the British niggas shits and gigs for allowing Schulz to have an opinion about black women, and those two dumbasses sitting on the fucking couch. That's why you don't see their TikToks or their videos on Twitter anywhere anymore. Because the second that song came out, career ended immediately. So he responded to that, and he didn't even have to. A hit dog gonna holler every fucking time. That's exactly what the situation is. But for this other light-skinned ass nigga in to get up there and justify and talk about, oh well, Kendrick called him a pedophile for 5 months. Do we not see the evidence? Because last time I checked, I don't know why a 32-year-old Drake is texting a 16-year-old Millie Bobby Brown dating advice. That's not alleged. That actually happened. So if a motherfucker is trying to be, oh well, you just say allegedly, suck my dick. That shit is out there in the fucking world for us to see.
Oh, we also forgot this nigga shut down a restaurant for a just turned 18-year-old girl. We forgot about that. I remember that shit.
Oh yeah, Oh, yeah. Do we remember the 17-year-old girl on stage that he brought up and fucking kissed too? Remember that shit? Okay, so the evidence is there, but we don't want to acknowledge it. Okay, cool. Because he's the biggest hip hop artist. All right.
My thing is, how the fuck does this shit? This shit ain't no fucking correlation, nigga, at fucking all.
No, it's
so
not.
what the fuck, this light skinned nigga? That's why I hate this. I'm tired of this shit with this Drake shit, my nigga. We are goddamn by the beginning of 2025, and niggas continue to ride this nigga dick for fun, for no reason. I'm tired of this shit, my nigga. This shit is like.
That's nasty.
How does that correlate?
Grippy.
Call this nigga pedophile.
Disgusting.
Nasty business, my nigga. No lube. Yes, they doing that shit.
Another grip, 2 grippies, man. You on their tirade music. Give all right. Go ahead, Star. What you got?
So Kendrick never mentioned Andrew Schulz by name at all in the song.
Nope.
No.
So he had some white guilt going on.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's just like I don't know if somebody like hyped him up to think that he needed to respond, and then responding in that way, that was just like, whoa.
The niggas, the shits and gigs niggas didn't even respond to that, and he was talking about them directly. Their career has already taken a fucking turn for the worse, and Andrew Schulz already threw them niggas under the bus anyway. So the simple fact that Andrew has already shown himself to not give a fuck about niggas, but yet still be involved in the culture in some way is insane to me. Niggas keep giving him the opportunities to speak on hip hop when he don't know shit about it.
He don't even have a fucking knowledge. He didn't grow up in the shit.
Charlamagne had a fucking radio show that he's like the most in tune nigga for the culture, and he's not. He's not. Charlamagne don't. He's a fucking troll.
I think we need to turn to our resident king of the whites, Cam.
Hey, I'm glad I made it for this part because I gotta
talk to him.
As the token DEI, I just want to be on record and tell you all this butt stuff, like that's not reflective of the majority of the white community. I don't know what's up with these suburban whites being into the butt stuff, but it's a hard pass where I'm from for me and my people. But I might have to disagree with you guys on some stuff. Andrew Schulz didn't need to be called out directly. He's got a special coming out, and this man is an opportunist. Whether it was vague or not, he reined that in to be about himself, and he just said the most outlandish shit he could say because he got a special coming out, and now his name's going to be in the headlines until that happens. As far as whether you like it or not, like marketing wise, like the dude knows what he's doing. So,
yeah. But also, nobody's gonna watch that fucking special.
Didn't his last special come out on YouTube?
I ain't nobody watching that shit.
His last special came out on YouTube.
Schulz is gonna do numbers. He always pulls numbers, whether you like it or not. Like Schulz is gonna do
that shit gonna be on fucking Tubi within the next.
Now he get that Rogan bump, bro. He homie with Rogan.
Well, he started the YouTube special shit. That was him. Before all the comedians were trying to get Netflix deals and shit like that, he was the first one to just put it out there on YouTube, and then everybody else started following suit because he got so much traction. Not so much because of his comedy, but because of all the outlandish shit that he be doing outside of his comedy. And then you can pretty much, when you're in that, and I hate it too because like the way I look at it, I mean jokes are jokes and I get it, but you can't hide behind that when you say some like crazy outlandish shit because it's just like it's an out. And you have an out forever. And I understand like people are gonna joke about what they want to joke about. And like my perspective has always been like either it's all okay or none of it's okay. But even if that is your viewpoint, like you gotta be willing to deal with the recourse when it happens and not just be like, oh, I'm a comedian. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just don't think it was funny. Like to be honest, I don't mind raunchy comedy or whatever, but it was like it wasn't a key. The way they was laughing so hard at it, it just was like, is that nervous laughing or is that actually? It wasn't that funny,
Now you can say whatever you want if that shit hits. If the joke hits, you can say whatever. You can say whatever you want. But it seemed kind of forced, and I think that he knew he could turn this in a direction as far as marketing goes for his upcoming special, and I think that's all it was. Like I'm gonna say the most outlandish, wildest shit. And I'm gonna be trending until I'm trending again. So it's weird, regardless. Like that's just weird shit. To say it the way that he said it is fucking weird. I've heard people threaten men's booty holes before, and the way he said it like that is like I don't know. It was just extra weird.
There was no build up, no setup. It just like he had to say it.
Like right there, and it's just like I'm just mad at the fact that you just got these black people just laughing at this shit about a joke about a black man getting raped. Like I understand what you're saying, but it's like nigga, fucking really, my nigga.
Yeah, that was nasty work, bro.
That was just.
Hey, did you see his response to O'Shea?
I see that. I put the article up right now.
I saw that, and that shit pissed me off. I was like, this nigga don't get it, bro. That response was why I was like, bro, you don't get it. You don't understand hip hop.
He didn't even, if you understood the song, you wouldn't have said no bullshit
He took it in a literal sense. I'm like, bro, you do not understand the culture.
And even if he did take it literally, the song would literally be about Jerry Heller fucking everybody.
Yeah.
Fun fact, everybody. If you don't know shit, shut the fuck up. Look at that.
The villain is in the house. Shout out to the bike man out in the chat. He says Drake.
Like, man, you're probably right. You're probably right.
So we have anything on that topic, or we good?
I
to
think
move
we as
on?
a collective agree that Andrew Schulz joke wasn't funny.
That shit was
And
fucking weird.
yeah, but
I
I
don't know
see Cam's point now. I see Cam's point now. It makes a lot of sense. Because like right now we're in the age of like attention, where everybody's trying to grab your attention, and you're just like, what is the most outlandish thing I can do right now? How can I make this about me? Because you're just like, it wasn't even that serious for you to, you know. Well, he didn't call you out directly, so it's just like,
yeah. And it sucks because like Andrew Schultz's early stuff when he was coming up before the glow up, like the dude's a good comedian. The dude writes good material, but it seems like ever since he kind of got on this rage bait thing. After I don't know if you guys remember, but he got like his big pop during COVID because no one could go out and tour and do comedy, and he was doing like these 20-30 minute videos with plugins where it was just about like culture. It was like just fast fire rapid joke after joke, and that's what really popped him up. And he's a really good writer and he's talented, but ever since he got on the hype train bandwagon, it's just been a bunch of this bullshit, and his podcast is like hard to watch, you know, because like Dee was saying, a lot of the jokes, like everything feels forced, and they're like laughing almost like ironically at shit, and it's kind of annoying.
Got the battery in the back. But speaking of bullshit, let's bring up Scissor's new video. So we have an interesting teaser right here. Here you go. Hope you had. Turn the music down because we're gonna get hit.
We're gonna get hit because of that.
Yeah, we're gonna get hit because of the video. But there you got it. There you have the teaser right there. It's basically
taking a piss.
You know, I just I feel like everybody overhyped SOS to an absurd degree. Secondly, this video very unnecessary and unsanitary. Like, I think the unsanitary part was what bothered me the most.
I mean, peeing outside is probably cleaner than peeing in a public restroom.
Yeah, I see. It's like days
okay, I see what you mean. You probably right. Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Nature boy.
I was saying some nasty ass bathroom, so you got a point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what the fuck she's saying? Like I listened to like years ago. I'm like, what is she saying?
I can't understand my damn self.
Pretty women are allowed to say dumb shit sometimes.
It literally just sounded legible.
Just smile and wave. She thick. That's what it is.
You know something? I agree.
Yeah, but is that like a clout thing? This is more of that what we were talking about, people doing shit for the views?
Yes, absolutely.
I think it's like fake art. I think that's why I like to call fake art, because she has a video, I think like earlier this year, where she was like this like bug humanoid thing.
Yeah.
I think it's just fake art. What is, you know,
I can see that. It's like where you're trying to be artsy, but it doesn't land.
It's random shit.
Yeah. I mean,
does
I'm
she
not
even need to do that at this point in her career?
At this point, no.
Oh, I think she's serious. I don't even think it's trolling. I think she's dead serious. She thinks it's like artistic, but
a lot of being an artist nowadays, though, is doing outlandish stuff that kind of panders to certain people, whether you mean it or not. It's just part of like the character that they play in.
I can see that. Antics.
Yep, antics.
Yeah, antics and gimmicks. Yeah.
Just like Andrew Schulz.
Yeah, it gets your name out there more too, because people might not know who she is, but then people will be talking about it, and then someone be like, "Oh yeah, that's that bitch that was pissing in the woods, right?"
Yeah, but I mean, you see this from the counterparts. You've seen like a lot of people actually use that to. That's basically how Miley Cyrus got on. You feel me? Just doing fucking raunchy shit, and it's like different people use that as a tactic. But then I think even like you know, what was the girl name that's on Dreamville? Damn, why's her name escaping me? The singer, Ari Lennox.
Yeah, Ari Lennox.
Now she didn't go about that route, and then her career kind of didn't take off. Right? Is that part of not using the antic? It's part of not creating a character. Can you just sing and be a good singer these days, and you think your shit take off, or do you have to employ some antics or some character shit or whatever? You know what I mean?
She's done good, like for like I want to say like the first phase of her career, but they just didn't market her. So I don't know if that's why they didn't market her, because of her not doing the antics, or because of not like her being like a little bit too conventional and too traditional.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they just flat out didn't fucking advertise her.
I think antics are more so for people that aren't naturally interesting.
Yeah.
Like acting out is just for people who aren't getting the attention they supposed to be garnering with their celebrity status. No way.
That's a good point.
Okay.
You don't see Ari acting out with antics and stuff because that don't really fit the lane of music she's in. But her downfall is that she didn't come across as more interesting without the antics. But nothing really garnered her any attention. She was just the girl from Dreamville, like you said.
Man, it's a long day, bro. It's a long day. But I think, would you say like a Janelle Monáe? Would you say a Janelle Monáe is a talented person? And she basically got butt naked for her last album, right?
Janelle Monáe is talented, but she's pushing an agenda, and it makes her art come across as inauthentic.
Because at first she was just wearing suits and shit, and then all of a sudden she just went to the sexual shit and all that. So, pretty much.
Janelle Monáe went from well-dressed lesbian to undressed lesbian really, really fast.
And you know what? I enjoyed that album that came with the titties. Just throw it out there. At first I was gonna enjoy the album for all the wrong reasons, because I'm a man. But then I was like, don't judge me. I feel like we're judging. I don't like that.
You like the off my areola?
Janelle Monáe also influenced one of my favorite artists, Jadena, to start just saying crazy stuff, and I feel like I got a bias toward her for that.
Man, I'm glad you dropped the name, because I was trying to get my call back. Like, who is the cat that she did that song with? And
Jadena.
You just brought it. I was like, oh shit, that was
dude was great. Then he just came out of nowhere and was like, Pan-Africanism would be a lot better if we allowed homosexuality. And you're like, but you got that from Janelle Monáe.
He went to cheetah print. He went from like Classic Man's like posing in cheetah print and shit.
Yeah, he started acting strange.
Yeah,
he had a crazy summer though. That one summer when he was dropping.
Yeah, 85 to Africa summer. Yeah. It was that same summer when he said that, and I was like, wow, that's crazy.
I was wondering why he just kind of like disappeared.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened to him.
He's the evil version. He's a super evil version of the game, basically. Super evil version.
Where the fuck you get that from? What do we think our predictions on? Is she dropping some, or is it just for the tour? Is she actually dropping something as far as SZA?
I don't care.
I mean, a deluxe album just means she dropping 5 more songs or something.
Yeah, probably five more songs.
Who cares?
Unless it's one of those double deluxe albums.
I don't think she need it.
I mean, we heard you first time, bro. You don't care.
But no, I think she's gonna drop like 5 songs. I don't think she's gonna drop no double deluxe album and shit. I just feel like I'm just be like 5 songs and done. So.
I mean, I hope this isn't the project that TDE's been pushing back. Like, I hope they haven't been pushing back these 5 songs we finna get. It better be a whole body of work that she been crying all over the internet about.
It's not a full body of work.
Getting a deluxe album. Anyway, any last thoughts on SZA? All right, let's move on to our next topic. We got one of the women suing Diddy for sexual assault has been identified as Anna Kane, ex-wife of NHL star Evander Kane. Anna claims she was 17 years old. She was raped by Diddy and others in 2003. So do we think it's somebody else jumping in on the Diddy downfall? Man, I don't know how many lawsuits he's got at this point, to be honest with you. I thought she was one of the girls from the Danny Kane or some shit with that name, but apparently not. When will it stop? Are we gonna see like 50 million fucking lawsuits at this point on Diddy? Is any of this stuff even believable at this point, or do we think people just piling on? What do y'all think, man?
Is it a civil? Yeah. If it's all civil, like anyone who's pushing civil shit, it's gonna be hard for me to like believe that. Because like I had mentioned a couple weeks ago, like it's not hard to win a civil case, to find somebody liable in a civil case. And I think that's what, I mean, it's not really off topic, but like as far as Jay-Z go, when he responded to it, he was like, well, why aren't they pressing criminal charges? Why is this like a civil thing?
And that's an excellent point.
All these civil cases, like, I don't know, I wouldn't put too much weight on it, but criminal cases, that's a different story.
I also think it's kind of crazy because I don't think she doing this for clout or anything like that. I mean, given, you know, who she was married to and things like that, it does seem as though like, hey, I'm here trying to be relevant again. But at the same time, it's like, you know, people come forward when they feel most comfortable and other people have done it, and it just gives them the courage to do so. So you got to take it with a grain of salt. But again, it's Diddy, so
yeah, that's the thing.
That's why I'm like, I don't, whether it's silver or not, because I do get what Cam is saying, you know, in regards to that. But at the same time, not everybody feels as though like pressing charges and things like that is the right way to go about it. They may have come to their own way of forgiveness and, you know, way of moving on, and they feel like pressing charges and things like that is it going to make them feel better, but they still kind of want it out there for the world to see. So maybe a civil case is the way for them to go. So.
Yeah, could be. I like to let those facts play out in court. You know, that's kind of why I avoided them. I got a hypothetical about the Jay-Z thing, but you know, it's kind of like when we're in this environment with an allegation, basically nobody don't even know the difference between the civil and the criminal case, right? I've seen even with the Jay-Z thing, like, oh, he about to get locked up, he about to get 30 years. It's like, y'all even know a criminal and a civil case is, you know, in this environment where the news cycle is like 2 seconds, everybody's trying to be the first to get stuff up and stuff like that. I don't want to go to that salacious route where we just saying shit, you know what I mean, that ain't been proven just because the internet running with it. But, you know, at the same time, I don't think people are letting the system play out. I don't think people even letting evidence drop before. If somebody say you do something and you're not liked enough, then fuck you did it. You remember that the episode of Power? I mean, that season of Power was like, oh, he did that shit. You know what I mean? Like, character, your daddy, he did that shit.
The TikTok astrologists have been predicting this whole thing for so long that everybody's kind of been set up to believe this.
Yeah, that's a good point. But like a civil case is the court of public opinion. That's exactly what it is. If people don't have like adequate actual evidence, then they're gonna have to go civil. But the same thing, like with that lack of evidence, you're also gonna have a lack of reprimand. If he were guilty of it, but you don't have the evidence, like you're not gonna be able to charge him with like the due charge that he's guilty of in a civil case. So it's like, you know,
a lot like with OJ. He lost, or no, OJ won the criminal case, but lost the civil case.
Exactly.
Yeah, you just got to prove it's more likely than not in a civil case. You know what I mean?
It's very easy to win a civil case.
Yeah.
Do we think we're gonna see any more, or do we think it's this over with? I mean, what assets are there left to grab from Diddy at this point? I think all his assets are frozen in federal court.
It's always something to grab. There's always an estate. There's always somebody's discography. There's always something you can get from this man.
Bullshit. I think this is far from over. We're gonna be seeing new shit pretty soon, though.
This is the beginning.
Yeah, it's on the tip of the iceberg, my nigga.
You're gonna be down to the baby oil. You're gonna get 2 cases of baby oil when you win a fucking suitcase. Ain't got shit left.
When you ever ashy around Diddy, you might have a claim.
I seen him at the airport one time. I think I might buy it. He was looking at me a little funny.
And this isn't to negate the fact that Diddy is a freak. Like he one of them people that deserve to be right where he at. But civil cases are civil cases.
It was way too freaky.
Freaky ass fucking fraud.
Freaky ass nigga.
Freaky fraud. One, let's honorary Grippy for
Grippy.
Sexual discipline would have saved everybody's life here.
So anything
and you know, I hate to say it because now that there have been people that have been like, plotting and praying on Jay-Z's downfall. And people have been saying shit ever since the whole Diddy stuff didn't happen. Oh, Jay-Z's next. But it's just like, so I know that they would attach to it if they came out because they were already waiting on it. You know what I'm saying? So
people have been plotting on the downfall of Jay-Z for one reason or the other for years
Illuminati?
now. Yeah, Jay-Z's the leader of the Illuminati. Jay-Z and this, that, and the third. Like we've been seeing this for years.
I'm just mad he got Beyonce, so fuck it. He did that shit. Whatever he did, he did that shit. Go ahead and impregnate my woman.
That's another thing. Jay got with Beyonce when she was 19. The streets swear to God she was 16 when this happened. It's all about what you choose to believe in life.
Yeah, I looked at the age. It doesn't match up.
Gone. Folks just want him gone for one reason or the other, and nobody can tell you why other than, well, he deserves it and he needs to be next.
Group think, bro.
That's it.
It's group think.
He deserves it. He needs to be next.
Is that black people? Like, you just don't want to see somebody like a black mogul or something?
I think he's unattractive as part of it. I think he's like, yeah, I think that's like, I'm dead ass. I think that's like 75% of it is like this ugly, successful motherfucker.
I think it's very interesting.
More attractive, then this wouldn't be his issue.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting. The media outlets that are going the hardest for this Jay-Z shit though, because we're talking about like NBC and a lot of like large white media outlets. Those are the ones that are going hard. So it's like that really makes you look at it very interesting because it's like, why are you going this hard over a civil case?
Yeah, I get sad. I was watching local news, dog. I don't watch local news, but like I was watching a game and the local news came and they talked about that case on like fucking Duval County fucking news. Like Jay-Z was, I'm like, I've never seen a civil case. You had a whole Epstein shit go down and you ain't seen not one fucking blurb barely on the fucking news about it. Yeah. But they're talking about the Jay-Z 24-year-old, no, you know what I mean? Like, that was crazy.
There's too many things about this that don't add up.
I think he pissed off the wrong people. I'm not even Jay-Z fan, but I'm like, when I see the news start to talk about shit, that's when I like think the opposite. Like I might side with the motherfucker. Like, free Jay.
He handled that like you should though.
Exactly.
He handled that exactly like you should. Like that's what you do, right there.
Yes. First thing he did was name Tony Busby because the moment you name him, it's like, all right, cool. So this is a fraud case. Tony Busby looking for some money.
We weren't supposed to talk about Jay-Z and up. Anyway, that's all we got. We were talking about Diddy, but Diddy's going down. We're all for Diddy going down. I think we're in agreement on that one.
If Diddy did the crime, he deserved to do the time. Point blank, period. But if they lying, they lying. I'm not gonna say throw him in jail because I feel like he should be in there. Who the fuck I'm supposed to be?
Doing duets with R. Kelly in a minute. And shout out to Malik the Villain, who dropped his 50 best albums. We got 2 parts of it so far. We're waiting, anticipating. So Malik, you there, man?
I'm here, man. I'm right here.
Let's see what we got here. So you started with your 50, and make sure y'all check the website, man. We doing big things over here. We trying to get this right. But you got 50, 101 Gunna, The Death of Slim Shady, Eminem, Johann Sebastian Baklava.
What? No drums. Album with no drums made the list.
Hey, 11th Dimension, Ski Mask, the Slump Guy. I didn't hear that. Yeah. Dead Stock, all innings, Devin Malik. We got the Force, L Cool J, who's like 75 years old, made the top 50 for Malik. Shout out. Richmond Hill, Master Ace, old as shit too. Set the tone, Guns N' Roses. Ghostface, you got a whole like senior citizen role right here. I peep.
Hey man, hey, old as gold. Goddamn.
AARP cards in that section, right? Ultra 85, Logic.
That's crazy.
At 41.
Soul Burger.
Soul Burger.
So that's the first part. Make sure I ain't even. That's all. I'm just gonna do the 50. You make sure you go to the site because we plug in the site and you can get the rest done. We dropped the part 2. But I heard it's this crazy. You disagree with the Absol being back there? South City.
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't have it that low. I'm not saying because he did 50. I did 100.
See, that's the difference. You did 100.
So I'll give y'all a spoiler right now. Soul Burger ain't even in the top 50.
Damn.
83.
Nah, it's 59. I got that bitch right between Rex Orange County and Thames. That bitch is nowhere near the top 20. So while I no drums, majority of what you have did not touch this list. Mine at least. Now Soul Burger did. At first I thought that Action Bronson no drums was gonna make it. That shit landed at like 110. I was like, damn, that's tough.
Wait, do you have a separate list just for rap albums? Because he only did rap albums in this one.
I'm going to do one strictly rap for the website itself.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to see that. Go through where, because some of these rap albums, like you see like an album, like Soul Burger, like I said, at 59, but then it might be a little bit lower considering the fact that I have R&B, I have pop, I have electronic on here. So
I see some rock shit on there.
Yeah, there's some rock on here. But my top 10 for the most part is all hip hop. Except like one album. It's 9 hip hop albums and then 1 R&B album.
Was it Come Girl 6, bro? You know you
that fell out in the top 100 and it's Come Girl 8. So be respectful.
That's a wild ass fucking name, my nigga. I can't
That's wild that y'all being disrespectful. Come Girl 8 did not make it.
The fact that you even know the real name.
Her name is what? What's crazy is I actually had to go through this. The lowest rated album on the list is a 7.7.
Damn, out of 100?
Out of 100.
No,
the lowest rated album is a 7.7, and that's Sweet Nose.
Oh, dang. Spoiler.
So
we got Dog Pound. You got some
it was very, this was probably one of the most difficult lists that I've had to do. And it was also a lot of albums that I had to leave off because I was like really trying to get the real albums that deserve that shine, but also put it in a place where it made sense. Because like at one point I had Beyonce album at like 46. I'm like, it's not 46. It has to be higher because it was good. It was one of the best country albums of the year. So it has to be higher. So I had to change some shit around.
Well, that's why you got 100 instead of the 50. So he the 50, he got basically hip hop. You got the 100, which is everything.
That We Don't Trust You shit on that list. That much.
33, baby. 33.
That's a one song.
I agree with you, Malik. That's a good.
You wrong. That was a one song album. Don Toliver shouldn't be
anything on that Southside hates should be higher. Matter of fact, put that shit.
Don Toliver shouldn't be on here. Cap. That's crazy. Cap.
That's I'm glad you joined my list outside. But yeah, y'all, goddamn. Hell yeah, man. It was a very difficult list for me though, for real. Because I left off some albums, but I got them in like a alternate top 10 honorable mentions list and shit. Because I was so drained, goddamn, trying to sort through every fucking thing, bro. I was like, fuck, man. And then the thing is, I went back and listened to some of the albums. I was like, damn, this shit good. And I listened to this one, like, damn, this shit good too. So I tried to base it on goddamn, like, kind of which one's better or some shit like that. But it was a hard one. I think I did good. I think I did good, though.
I wanted to bring this up since we're kind of on it because I saw Southside had put out like a couple honorable mentions, and it was one of the ones on the list. It was Benny's project, Everybody Can Go.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I just feels like something has been like missing from that project and like the one prior to it. Because with Benny, you're gonna get bars, you're gonna get the same thing. But I was kind of stuck on that too, because I'm not done with even my top 10 list, and I'm such a huge Benny fan, but I couldn't bring myself to put it in there because I just feel like it's missing something, and I can't figure out what it is.
Missing something. It was missing that same you can tell that there wasn't that same hunger and passion and that same gritty and griminess that was with plugs that I met, shit like that. Like he's so far away from that. His sound is so commercialized that he's almost kind of like the most politically correct nigga of Griselda, and his music is translating in a way that it sounds good, but you think about what you've done before is not what you're doing now, and it feels like you purposely changed shit up when you didn't have to.
He just switched up his whole corner and shit.
I just couldn't really put my finger on it, but maybe he just has gotten a little bit too comfortable.
Yeah, he has, and
it's almost like copy pasta. It's like copy pasta versus at this point. They're all good. His pen game's fucking top tier, no matter what. But I just didn't get that.
Yeah,
that guttural feeling from his last two, really.
Yeah, and to go into the honorable mentions, I had 20 of them, and it was tough because a lot of them I didn't want to leave off. Like Blank Mind from Big Mike, I didn't want to leave that off, but I had to. Level 5 from BK the Ruler, that was pretty dope. Princess popped that. Hell, I didn't even want to leave off Marcus Houston album. Based off my Twitter name alone, I didn't want to leave that off. I enjoyed it.
Marcus Houston got an album?
Yeah, he dropped it on my birthday. It was amazing. I enjoyed the fuck out of it. But it just didn't fit the mold for the list, unfortunately. People might think we had an off year, but this might have been one of the best years we've had for music in a while. I know it's oversaturated, but if people can stop forcing themselves to fucking like Future and Drake.
Oh my god!
You always Future.
No. This needs to be said. If you fuckers can get away from forcing yourselves to like shit that's on a fucking Billboard chart for more than a week, people would realize there are really talented artists out here who are making really good music, who are in the mainstream, but just don't get that same overhyped attention all the fucking time.
Well, you see that even with the reviews, even some of the reviews, if you do an independent artist versus the mainstream, you see the difference. Even if the review is more in depth with the independent artists, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's a good review on independent artists, you'll see the different views, and people just gotta get out that mind state. So I agree with you on that one.
Yeah, it's just be more open. People be so afraid of change. It's it's okay to go and listen to. Yeah, you like Future, but it's okay to go listen to Stove God Cooks. Bro, it's okay.
That nigga needs to
change gonna come. I feel you. All right, well, make sure y'all go to the website, check that out. We got plenty of lists dropping. We actually gonna try to do a end of year award, beginning of year awards for the year. I think we're gonna work that out. So, we ain't gonna send y'all shit, but we'll just do it like the NFL All Pro fucking shit you fucking mentioned. Going on our next topic, make sure y'all check out Malik's list too. We'll drop the third one tomorrow, and then we're gonna have Southside come with his 150 or whatever the fuck, 365 fucking albums he can listen to, 1,237 or whatever. But we're gonna drop this.
I just want y'all to know, my top 10 is all Jody High Roller albums.
Right, I'm with that. Hey, he's got Cherry. He got Cherry Chupacabra dropping in like 2 days.
Yes,
Cherry
it's gonna be amazing.
On the 13th.
Del D'Antoni never disappoints.
Man, Raspberry Rod Stewart, dude.
That's steroided Joe Dirt, bro. But anyway, does hip hop have an Ozempic problem? Chubby Joe, I mean, Skinny Joe. What the fuck is he called these days? I don't know.
He's still fat.
Just Joe.
Just because Drake on Ozempic don't mean we have a hip hop problem.
I
don't know a lot of people on Ozempic. Let's listen to what he talking about on Big Boy joint. Can y'all hear this shit?
God, he was like 20 something. I lost about 100 right around there. And then a friend of mine died. He was like 20 something. He was the funniest, this fat dude. And I went to his funeral and he had a daughter like me. And I was just like, it was almost like that thing, Ebenezer Scrooge. Like I walked up in the funeral. I said, yo, this is you. Yeah, I said, this is you. This is going to happen to you. And you're going to leave your family looking like this. And this and this and that. And that's when I went on super lose weight mode, working out 2 times a day, not even eating a cracker. Like, you know, on crackhead. I call it crackhead mode. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, but did you ever think with the name? Because my name, Big Boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even beforehand, I was like, when I was going to go lose the weight, I was like, man, will I still be Big Boy? Will I still be this guy that everybody love? And you got to think, we can call you Joey Crack, we can call you Crap, but Fat Joe. Did you ever think about the identity of Fat Joe?
Well, I'll tell you the truth. The truth is, Fat Joe, we spent so many millions to this day, millions and millions and millions of dollars. When Fat Joe come out in the World Series, they say rapper, Fat Joe.
Right.
Now, if they just said rapper, Joe, you wouldn't know who the hell that is.
Right.
We spent all our money pumping up Fat Joe that even if I slim down even way more than this, I gotta be Fat Joe because we spent all the money on Fat Joe.
Yeah, there's a lot. That's the same with me. There's a lot of deposit, and people always, have fun and say, "Man, what you gonna call yourself?" You know what I'm saying? But it was one of them things, man, where I really had to get my health together.
It teaches you how to eat right too, because if you get full real fast, you're gonna have the good stuff. You're not gonna have the bad stuff. So it'll teach you how to eat, steak or chicken, not fried. Let it, you just start teaching yourself how to really eat right. And once you got eating right, I got a friend who acts like he's not on Ozempic.
Yeah, so do I.
No. And this guy, he works out 6 hours a day. I've watched him. I sat there and watched him box, run, this and that. He just couldn't lose the chichos. He couldn't. He couldn't lose
them little handles.
And all that. But then all of a sudden, he's skinny as hell now, looking fly, size down. I be like, yo, you on that Ozempic? He's like, nah, bro. I'm like, yo, bro, I watch you work out 10 years straight. You couldn't get rid of the chichos. Now you got chichos is gone, baby.
Hey, man, I know some people that's just like, oh, no, I'm like, nah, stop it.
But it's the greatest invention ever. Yeah, I'm telling you the truth. They're gonna... maybe they'll steal my idea here because your show's so big, but
or maybe I will.
They're gonna. So what it does is play with your brain, right? And it tells you you're not hungry. I'm sure they're gonna make that for like smoking cigarettes and liquor necks, like to where if you trying to kick smoking or you trying to kick liquor, it'll touch your brain and be like, nah, we don't want that. It's crazy.
Ozempic is the greatest invention ever. God damn it.
Yeah. Man, this shit's so stupid. Like as someone like in the fitness community and like trains people and shit, this is just gonna exasperate like our society's lack of discipline. And, like for quick fix type of shit. Not only that, but like if you dive into the research on it, the deterioration of like your bone density and the minerals and shit in your bone, like it's not something you need to be doing. And for people to go to that length when they could just like fucking lift weights, eat whole food, and walk a little. It's not that hard. Like it's really not. I tell people all the time, it's not easy, but it's simple.
Yeah.
Completely simple. You eat clean, you lift weights, you don't starve yourself, because that's actually going to make you store fat. Like a lot of people don't get that, but this whole Ozempic trend, man, like, because you're not fixing the problem. The problem is you got an issue with is gluttony. The issue is gluttony. You're lazy. You got a lack of discipline, and now there's this quick fix. And I guarantee you, 10 years from now, those commercials are going to pop up. And like, were you on Ozempic between years so and so? Entitled.
Oh, Morgan and Morgan.
No, really,
oh no, it's frustrating, man.
No,
I wish I had a church organ because you was preaching.
but no, for real, it's not that hard just to go to the gym and eat healthy. It's not hard. People just don't want to put the work in to have a healthy lifestyle and shit. That's the problem, man.
You know what's crazy? I feel like Ozempic is like the natural progression of society, because fast food culture, we want a quick fix for everything. If I could take a pill to get rid of something or fix my problems, I'm gonna do that first. So like people doing Ozempic because it's convenient. Well, there's horrible side effects, but it's convenient. You know what I'm saying? It's fast. Like it's just crazy seeing all these celebrities lose weight like super fast and then just look kind of like aged, you know? And
they look bad.
Like not good. You're not supposed to be, first of all, like losing weight like that fast. And then you're like deteriorating from the inside. And then it's just like, that shit's for like diabetics. You're not a diabetic. Why are you?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
They taking medicine from the people that really, they taking it from people who really fucking need it. And yeah, that's the shit that really upsets me as well.
Well, they basically repurposed it because once they seen it was so profitable as a weight loss, it's like fuck that diabetic shit. That's only like what 30% of the population. It's about 30% of the nation is fat. We gonna do it, you know. We gonna market to them. So that's what happens with a lot of stuff. You feel?
It's the opposite side of the coin for like steroids and bodybuilding and shit. It's like you want to look the part, but you don't want to be the part. You know,
exactly.
A lot of guys that are jacked to the gills on all the trend in the world, but as far as like their health goes, you know what I mean? They're one argument away from having a heart attack or having a brain aneurysm.
What you say to me, little bit?
But you know, the bad part, just kind of relating that back to the original topic of like hip hop, like. Some people still listen to Fat Joe for some fucking reason, but you know, you're gonna hear a lot of people who listen to Fat Joe and Big Boy. A lot of these people identify. You seen, you know, there's rumors that Ice Spice was on the shit. You feel me? Although I seen her working out crazy. She young, maybe she didn't, but you could see a lot of probably people who's probably on it. You seen Busta Rhymes looking all crazy, face getting droopy and shit after a while. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been rumored that a lot of people are on this. Like he even hinted to. You know what I mean? Like so. Is that gonna be a problem, especially if you have some of these young people that might even try this shit? You feel me? You got fucking David Blunt sitting up there with a fucking what's his name? The
Dave Blunt.
The fucking Grimace up there, fucking with an oxygen, man. And then you're gonna see how a lot of people see that and be like, "Yo, this is the way to go. This is the way to get." So, you know, is that problematic in itself? Should he be checked? Well, Fat Joe should be checked on a lot of shit, but you know, someone up there saying that this is the greatest invention ever, is that like blasphemy?
No,
he's just stupid.
Then Drake, then you got the biggest Drake supposed to be on it. You feel me? So
this whole body positivity fucking movement is so stupid and fucked up.
Enabling shit.
It's not only that. It's like if you were to see like I don't know what the fucking man, like a Cosmo magazine with a full-blown anorexic girl on it, weigh like 85 pounds, bones sticking out. People will be like, what the hell is going on? Like, what is this? But they can squeeze a 350-pound Martha into a fishnet, and then everything's like, we got to clap for it. Say, fuck out of here with that shit, man.
Yeah.
And you even seen that people who have actually went on weight loss journey have actually been rejected, like Lizzo. Like, I mean, although she's a terrible person, I think, but the moment she started losing weight, she lost fans. You feel me? Like
Yeah,
even before.
Adele lost a ton of weight, and everybody was ragging on her for it.
That's
Like you were supposed to be a beacon for plus size women. It's like, yo, I'm not trying to lose a fucking foot at 40. You know?
Nah, being fat became a statement of like rebellion against body positivity or like the societal molds and norms that women are placed in. You never supposed to actually better yourself though. Like Monique lost a lot of weight too, and people got real angry and upset with her.
It's
Because
funny
she
you
was
brought that up. You remember that scene from Baby Boy when she's talking to Jody's mom?
Oh hell yeah!
Like, you see, Jody, I'm a size 18.
18.
And that's normal too. You remember that, you're gonna sell a whole lot more clothes.
Shout out to the king of the whites for the Baby Boy. You get a yeah ho for that. Yeah ho.
King of the goddamn white motherfucking town, man. Hey, no game, nigga.
I don't think people understand how, I'm not gonna say working out is easy, but it's not as hard as folks make it out to be.
No, it's not.
And it don't take as long as folks think it is. When you that far down the path, then yeah, I'm not gonna say Monique would have lost a bunch of weight in 3 weeks, but the people that are on Ozempic, you could have got way better results in a month and a half if you just did a few squats every day when you woke up. If you would have just changed your diet.
It's the food.
Yeah,
It's like you can
change your diet.
work out. Yeah, so it's like if you're intaking 5,000 calories a day, but you're not burning, but 1,000, 2,000, then it's gonna be the opposite. So this problem is the food, it's the addictive dopamine hit. You feel me? Sugar and everything, bro.
Right. Be addicted to surviving, bro. That's what it really gotta be. Be addicted to surviving out here.
Real shit. I'm taking shortcuts into your workout journey and shit, my niggas. Hit up Cam. Goddamn.
All my mental order programs are 100% free. Like, there's no excuse for people like worrying about programming, because I know that's a hang up for a lot of people. They're like, I don't know what to do. It's like, I don't know how to follow a program. Every part of the reasons why we started Men of Order is like every fitness regimen. We have 12-week programs. There's 16-week programs. There's all kinds of stuff. Everything's 100% free. You ain't got to purchase nothing. I don't care. I just want people to get right and be healthy and be strong and shit. There's no, once you get to a certain point, I understand, like, it's easy to get out of shape, especially when you're living the life. You got kids, you got work, you got all that kind of shit. But once you're at that point where like you really want to do something about it, 45 minutes a day, and you could really make some progress. But yeah, you go to Men of Order, all my workout programs are 100% free. And if anyone wants consultation on any of that shit, just hit me up. I'm an open book.
And then hit up Star and get your sea moss out.
You goddamn sea moss.
Yeah, get your sea moss in yellow.
Herbs, man. Herbs for recovery.
There you go. Yeah.
But no, I agree. Like, it really ain't that hard. People just love convenience to their own detriment. And then that's why niggas got to rely on Ozempic to lose weight real fast, because they're eating fake food, and then they're eating too much and just
eating too damn much and shit. Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, the biggest thing you do, get off the soda, man. Get off the, I mean, you could probably lose 10, 20 pounds if you do that. Look at the label. If you see high fructose corn syrup on that shit, put that shit. That's like cutting cocaine with fucking heroin, bro. That's like super infused. Your body can't even process that shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you see that and it's them two things alone to help you out, even if you don't want, just walk to places, take the fucking stairs. It's little shit you can do that if you ain't fucking with the gym. It's little shit you can do to help you out. You feel me?
Hit the track, goddamn.
There you go. Yeah. Don't listen to Fat Joe talking about some motherfucking Ozempic, the greatest invention.
Right.
And then the interesting thing too is that shit's only like 4 years old, bro. Like, it's not even a 10-year study on that shit, bro. Most medicines anything you release usually have that 10-year study before you can call it safe for long-term effects.
Yeah.
You don't know what that shit gonna do in 6 years.
Don't know nothing. It's getting covered by insurance and shit.
Fin was the same way. Fin was out for a few years. People was dropping dead. That was the previous weight loss craze. You know what I'm saying? Do your research, man.
Oxycontin with their back pain, and it was the miracle drug, non-addictive. Well, we saw Oxycontin destroy the white population.
Damn right. That's the story of my life, doc.
There you go. Leave that shit alone.
They did. They marketed that shit as non-addictive for like 10 years, and then by the time that they had to pay the piper, they had made more money than they had to settle for. The whatever it was, the $3 billion or whatever they had to pay out. That's a fucking drop in the bucket for the amount of money that they made.
Wow.
Crazy.
Leave all that shit
I'm gonna
Cold
go to Puerto
game.
Rico. I'm gonna go to Puerto Rico. We're gonna talk about Fat Joe's shenanigans. I got here with the fam, but that's all I gotta say.
South City-O. You ready for the crash dummy, man?
Yeah, it's gonna be real quick, folks.
Let's get it.
Hey, Dad.
All right, who you got, homeboy? What the thing get? I can't even pull you up, bro. There you go. Let's go.
So, for those that don't know, I started to release the worst albums of 2024 and to mixed reviews. You know, some people agree, a lot of people agree, but there were some who did not agree. There was plenty of death threats, you know, and this is outside of the norm. Like
That's a regular ass Tuesday for you, bro.
Yeah, this was like this was way extreme. This is past the just normal stuff I get. It was bad, but it's because they didn't want to see their favorites on the list. So, in addition to everybody who decided to be angry about the fucking list being dummies for the week, the actual crash dummy. In addition to this, because this is a bonus, it's on there. The number one worst album of the year was Mac and Cheese 5. He released 5 different versions of the album. The regular version, the deluxe, there's a sped up version, the chocolate screw version, and an acapella version. Fresh Montana is the absolute worst rapper in the history of mankind. And I'm saying, and that's people like Tom McDonald exists, Dax exists, 6ix9ine exists. Fresh Montana is worse than all of them. So for everybody who has decided to give me hate, in addition to, you know, being upset that K Camp was on the list because he sucks, and you know, someone like No Cap or Fredo Bang, hey, even those Rod Wave fans, you guys are all crash dummies. I really, really hope that you step on a Lego and it just hurts so bad. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got, man.
Man, you was lining motherfuckers up this week, bro. You got multiple. You got bonus features and shit, extra credit, crash dummies and shit. All right. Moving on. Make sure you check out the list of the 50 worst if you haven't already. I think you hit viral on that bitch. Let's see what we got here. Next up, we got the topic at hand. Can you be a, what is it? Do you believe a rapper should be considered a trash lyricist if you ain't got quotable bars, homeboy? And this is based off this tweet we got here. If you rhymed a 15 scheme for 32 bars straight and had 0 quotables throughout all of it, then you a garbage lyricist. That's how I see it. These motherfuckers are literate anyway. It wouldn't matter what you rap. But what do y'all think about that? Can you be considered a good if you don't have what we would consider quotable bars? People can't recite. What do y'all think about that, man?
No, that's a matter of like personality and charisma. That doesn't mean you're technically, because you can be technically skilled and not really have like, you know, stuff that resonates with people, but you can, you know, on a technical level, you can be good.
Yeah, I was like, you be technical, but like,
describe Stone God Cooks.
I was about to say that Soul guy.
You just described Nicholas Craven. Like, it's I think, but this is where we get the problem where it's like these are the type of people who think Future is a lyricist. These are the type of people who think that like T.I. is a lyricist, and it's like that's not the case. Because if we're talking, there are some lyrical rappers who have great bars that you can remember. But I'm gonna be honest, Westside Gun could do this exact same thing at night. The only thing we can remember is boom, 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 boom. So I get what he's trying to say, but yeah, I can't really.
People just want an angle to shit on people they don't like.
Exactly. Like you still be technically good and not have quotable bars and shit. Like y'all said, Soul God Cook is one. That's the first thing that popped in my fucking head too. So,
I wonder is he like a Drake stan, this person that kicked? Because this
I
sounds
seen
like
this nigga a lot, man. He just talking some crazy.
I don't want to go on this page. I hate to
I
do
know,
this.
right?
Let me see if this.
On the timeline.
I'm sorry, brother, but we gotta put you on the Summer Jam screen. I gotta see if it's what we got here. Nigga has Warren OVO merchant Sam Hudson, the Kendrick finally good. So I think we might have a Drake stan.
I think he's just a Twitter troll. He's a Twitter troll.
You gotta be, man. There ain't no fucking way you have all them bullshit ass takes and think all that shit true.
Oh, based off those animes, troll.
Shit.
Yeah, hey, we had to put you on the Summer Jam screen though. Apologies, bro. Motherfuckers get at you. But I think in general you have the Boss Man D-Lo subject kind of comes in mind when I think of this. Like people can't even really digest a lot of the lyrical shit. But I think Cloud Hater too is like it's your preference. You know what I mean? Whether you fuck with the boom bap shit or you. I just think in general people hate what they don't understand. You know what I'm saying? To quote the late great. I mean, he's not late, but quote Nas. People hate what they can't understand. You feel me? So if you throwing some fucking crazy syllables, crazy wordplay that motherfuckers can't comprehend because they're illiterate and read at a third grade level these fucking days, they gonna hate on it. You feel me?
Yeah, everybody isn't like say like an MF Doom, because an MF Doom has like piles of quotables, and he's probably he's one of the people that's more on the technical side, but it's like there's a lot of people who kind of have like one or the other, really.
I have a question. Hiko said Matt Tommy is another one.
Yeah, I say Mark. Yeah, Mark Tommy. Yeah, he definitely one of those ones.
So what defines quotable? What defines quotable?
That's up to you. That's the thing. That's the whole. That's the whole thing.
Because it resonates with you. So it's basically what stuck out to you the most. Because we had Earl Sweatshirt could do this same thing, and on certain tracks, and it don't stick out at all. I mean, he might not have anything quotable, but then he had the Free Guys will be on the corner like Israelites came out.
I was about to say that.
Bro, that's a bar. So it's like it just what's popular in the world and what sticks out to you, what stuff means to you. So it's really like it's kind of like that. It's very subjective.
Yeah, to me it kind of feels like memorability. Like, do you say things that are memorable? But in that aspect, it's just like as long as you remember the lyrics. If you remember the lyrics, that's memorable, is it not? Because you remember what they're, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, is it a punchline thing?
I think it is.
Let's
do a social experiment. I'm gonna do a social experiment right now. I'm gonna say something. Nigga say from the west side. I ain't gonna say it. Well, goddamn, it must be too, like when you say shit like that, people remember like that. I think it's like a nursery rhyme shit, right? When I think quotables, I think of shit like if you say a bar or you say a line or some shit that people know exactly what the fuck you talking about, even if they don't necessarily fuck with that genre. But that goes back to mainstream shit. You feel me? So if your shit hit mainstream, people gonna say it's quotable. But if it's like your own personal fucking shit, you know what I mean? they're not. It's quotable to you. So you got personal quotables, and then you got quotables that maybe everybody fucking know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like lines. It's like lines from movies. You know.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, more popular the movie.
Like I know a lot of people will remember lines like
Scarface quotes. You can
Scarface,
say,
yeah, Goodfellas
I
had
know
it.
that
Fuck you,
yeah,
pay me.
Goodfellas.
Like there's a bunch of like really good ones that stood the test of time. But like J Cloud was saying, like you can't really like pigeonhole any one particular artist because you can't sit like. There's probably a handful of people that could recite some Aesop Rock, but ain't nobody gonna say that he's not a crazy ass lyricist. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Brought my films too and shit, like all them.
Big old facts. I mean, you're at advantage if you're a punchline rapper too. You know what I mean? You're gonna have more quotables.
Yeah, there's all kinds of quotables because then you could go the shock rap lane with early Eminem. Where he has a lot of like stuff
Hi
that people
kids,
go back to.
you like violence?
Yeah.
Through my eyelids, yeah, like shit like that. You can remember and shit. It's like, damn, nigga, what the fuck? So.
All right, well, that's all I got on that. Was put up to our favorite artist.
Hey, this is what bugs me though. Is like the dude who made that post, right? You still got that post up?
No, I pulled it down.
All right, but he was talking about like if you do 32 bars with a 15 syllable scheme, you know how fucking hard that is, dude. You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of shit that bugs me. Is like people will have. It's like, oh, he's not talented. He's not talented because he didn't say nothing that I can remember and look cool and say in front of other people. You know how hard it is to do 32 with internals and entendres, counting syllables and shit. Like that's a whole different.
Make it fit and hit to the beat and not sound like shit.
Yeah, people are dumb and like that's the art form, but that's the difference between like penmanship and that's the difference between rhyming and rapping. You know what I mean? But,
yeah, that's why I say people are just trolls. Like you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So
at all.
You can't give that. You gotta take that shit with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
And that should be a curriculum thing. They should make you write a 16 before you graduate high school or some shit, so we can stop hearing dumbass shit.
Bro, I remember being in high school and like it would come to the part of English class where everybody had to write a haiku, right? And I was like blown away how like the lack of people's ability to do that if they're not like musically inclined. I've always been musically inclined, so like it was especially when it comes to words and writing and shit. So that kind of shit was always super easy to me. But it was legitimately like bewildering to me of like how bad people were at that, you know?
Yeah, man, write a fucking haiku. I hated haikus. It was stupid shit. Fucking 5 syllable. Well, how the fuck did the haiku go?
575.
Yeah, it's dumbass shit. The bird in the cage. The sun rising. That's all I got, man. I think Buddy was trolling, but let's move over to Cardi B, our favorite lyricist. Speaking of ours, Cardi B gets into a heated spat with producer over financial dispute. Shut the fuck up. That's a bar right there. That's quotable. Cardi B has gotten to words with her former producer SwiftOnDemand over alleged unpaid royalties. Swift, who has production and songwriting credits on both her Gangsta Bitch music mixtapes, slid into Cardi Instagram DMs with a link to argue about the rapper's excessive spending habits, accusing her of failing to keep a promise to take care of him financially. You sound like a bitch. To all my youthful producer songwriters out there, make sure your paperwork is put together right before working with any artist. But things like this can happen. You'll be the one fucked in the end. You on Instagram share their private conversation. This industry is filled with fake. Nobody got you an end. My advice to you, thankfully, I'm a smart young man who does my research and see what I do, but I am owed way more than what was given. And this is the response I get. So what do y'all think, man? This brother right here chasing for the clout. I hate when grown men. I hate when grown men screenshot private conversations. But what y'all got?
Yeah, because I seen about this earlier, and he wants to be paid for his contributions on let's see here. Gangsta Bitch Volume 1. So, and that was before anybody really gave a fuck about Cardi. So he wants to be compensated for basically a free mixtape that was before she was even famous. And it was like 1 or 2 songs. So he thinks because she's the music industry doesn't fucking work like that. So he wants to be compensated for basically free independent music just because she's major now. Yeah, he's basically, he's trying to get money out of this shit. And he doesn't have a leg to stand on. He's going to get absolutely nothing. He's going to get laughed out of the courtroom if he even makes it to the courtroom. He's going to walk away with nothing because the music that he made on a Gangsta Bitch Volume 1.
You don't fuck with Gangsta Bitch, bro. That's like a classic mix.
I'm sure isn't going to be landing him placements with Jay-Z or Nas or anybody.
He read that shit just like the judge is gonna read it when he goes to court. It says here, 1 second, Gangster Bitch Volume 1.
You gotta say it begrudgingly.
Yeah, no, that's funny. If none of those songs hit and she didn't get paid or notoriety for any of those songs, like it's a moot point. Like he's not getting anything out of that.
She said,
did you see this? Was J Cloud probably knows the producer. The dude, he's on YouTube. He's got a big ass YouTube channel. But one of his buddies made the drum kit for Johnny Dang for that Mexican OT, and he just didn't know. Like he had no clue, and someone sent the loop to him and was like, "Hey, I think this is from one of your kits." And he got a hold of the Mexican OT's team and shit, and they touched base, and he brought him over, and he listened to it, and he was like, "Oh shit, it is." And they cut him a check. It was the coolest, like most mutual fixing of an issue like that I'd ever seen, and it never happens like that, ever.
Yeah. You want to know something though? I know who you're talking about, Kyle Beats.
Kyle Beats, yeah.
The thing is that loop was actually royalty free, so he could have just fucking ignored him.
That's what I'm saying. That's
there's
the coolest, no obligation whatsoever.
Yeah. Mexico T seemed like a cool dude from what I've heard, man. So like fuck, cash him out. Let me pull this up. I think we got a little bit more about this Cardi B shit. She gonna take care of me. Let's see what we got.
You believe everything? Shut the fuck up! Like you believe everything that you see on the fucking internet, bitch. You see me? I've even been working for a whole year, and you fucking out here believing what the fuck you see on the internet. Have you seen me working for a whole year? Have you been seeing me make a show? So why the fuck is it talking about all I see when I see this shit? You told me you was gonna help me. Shut up, nigga! I have to fucking feed all my 3 kids. I have fucking big bills, nigga, that nobody helped me with but myself. So shut the fuck up.
Yo, that was a classic. The classic Hispanic woman. Shut the fuck up.
That's why I took my fucking headset off.
New York Hispanic. Like the fuck you, Rosie Perez. Shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. But there you have it. He played the voice note there. Do y'all think he's actually gonna get anything? Yeah, I know we heard Cloud. Anybody else think she's gonna get anything?
Nah. Can you name one song of Gangster Bitch Volume 1?
Yeah.
Dude, you this fucking name drop.
I don't think Cardi could name one song off Gangsta Bitch.
Man, I'm about to pull that track listing up, dog.
I rest my case. That's gonna be, if I was her lawyer, that's the defense right there.
No bullshit. Like the fuck, nigga, I can't name no shit. No fucking Gangsta Bitch.
Gangsta Bitch Music Volume 1 and 2.
Oh, Gangsta Bitch Music Volume 1. Okay, apologies.
Volume 2. What's on this shit? 2017 Bronx season. Oh, you have. Oh, she got Offset already on there. You know he was.
Oh shit.
He was going for the gold. He's like, I know what I'm finna fucking do. Rolling, back it up. You know that shit ain't shit because none of you know how you go to Wikipedia, you can click links and be like, oh, let me see how this song did. Them shit's all black. Them shits ain't no motion.
Yeah, I thought he ain't gonna get shit because it doesn't post it for he gonna throw that shit in the damn garbage. Fuck this nigga and have a great day.
You know, it's kind of scary too. On top of that, because it's just like imagine if because a lot of us are artists in here. Like, what if we work with somebody and then we blow up or something, and then they come after us for some shit we did when we was in the trap? You know what I'm saying? Like trap studio. You know what I'm saying? And that seems to be the case right now. Like, you trying to get paid off some old shit that she wasn't even probably seeing no money off of.
We tell him shut the fuck up.
There you go.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't even disagree with her.
Put your accent on too. You know, you need to shut the fuck up, okay? I got 3 motherfucking kids to feed, motherfucker.
That's kind of embarrassing for him that like he ain't got nothing else going on where he's trying to squeeze something out of Gangster Bitch Music Volume 1. He's obviously he's not hitting anywhere because it's not like it was an old record or anything like that.
I mean, his name's SwiftOnDemand, so I mean,
What the fuck?
Yo, is it worse than that? He sent her a TMZ article about her spending money. Like, bitch, you got 3 million. TMZ said you spent $3 million at the fucking Galleria. She was gonna give me some money. Yo, that's embarrassing as fuck, bro. I couldn't even do it, man. Oh man, grab your nuts, nigga.
Come on now, talk to him.
Oh man, that's all I got. Oh, we lost Southside and we lost Hotel. Did they leave at the same time?
I ain't surprised about Hotel.
They conspired to leave it. Is this a fucking mutiny going on around this bitch? That's all I got, man. Y'all got anything else on Cardi B and her beef with Swift on it? What the fuck else did he produce?
Swift on the
I don't know.
Gangster Bitch Volume 2.
An unreleased Gangster Bitch Volume 32.
Y'all crazy.
Best of luck to the young man.
Before we go, just shout out to Apache because Apache, I think the rap from the 90s. I remember he had that damn line. I want a gangster bitch. That was goddamn mommy. Y'all said that shit.
I ain't hear shit you said, but yeah, I got you.
Oh shit! They ain't hear shit. Damn.
Cardi B ain't making me think of no fucking Apache.
Yeah, no.
Cardi B lost her ghostwriters. That's what the fuck the holdup is. The fucking party ain't doing shit though. Party a bag, make them right again. Get all set. Take them off the child support. You write an album.
Well, I think her writing would be an upgrade, but that's another. That's another.
Is it gonna be that heralded writing? Heralded writing off Gangster Bitch 1 and 2? Is that the writing we're gonna get off?
I haven't heard it. I haven't heard it to say. But I have heard his slop verses.
Oh Lord.
We talk about party.
Play the hate drop.
Oh, you get a hate. You got a request.
Oh man, hate.
Special request for Cloud.
I'm in the holiday spirit.
Yeah.
All right, we're on to the gatekeeping conversation. Do you think it would be difficult to gatekeep hip hop? Is it even possible? Based off this tweet we got here, somebody else gets put on the Summer Jam screen. Even if hip hop could be gatekept, don't think it can. It has the weakest generals. Most of these niggas would let white men disrespect their mother for the right price and a Yo, he gotta get a hate too.
Oh man, hate.
So what do y'all think about can hip hop be gatekept for one? Okay.
Not anymore. Not anymore. I think he's referring to the I'm not sure how many of you guys saw that clip, but there was a clip of this this white producer on the radar. I don't know what the fuck his name is. I don't think anybody knows. But it was something about him saying, he doesn't he doesn't fuck with boom bap and soul.
Oh,
keep
yeah,
that,
yeah.
keep that unk shit away from me. And we know what unk coming from him was a code for. But I think that's what this was in reference to. And I don't think, I think we're far past that point because we're gonna keep, we're gonna keep letting people into the fucking culture until they say some insane shit. But it's like, I don't know. There's no proving yourself or proving that you actually respect, the culture or, Black culture in general. And because it's like, that's how it was before. Like you had to really, people like Eminem, like they had coming up, they had to like cut their teeth or people weren't hearing that shit.
Yeah, it started like in battle circle. Like these people literally had to go to like real battles. Like that shit you see on like 8 Mile wasn't like a joke. Like they got old videos of Eminem cutting his teeth, you know what I mean, out there battling Raw Diva and all these people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why he's actually respected. Like when a lot of people hate on Eminem or whatever, and I'm not even an Eminem fan, but a lot of people who's actually old school hip hop people, they respect Eminem because he was outside of Jamar, who be on some hating shit. But outside of that, they respect dude. It's the clip I guess he's talking about, right?
What genre do I think is overrated? If you sampling a soul record, get that bullshit out of here. No one's trying to hear that. I hate soul, anything, boom bap. Yeah. Get that unk shit out of here, bro. I don't like any of that music. What genre?
Who the fuck listen to Eddie over here?
Yeah, he just makes you want to like punch him in the fucking face.
He need to get
purple jeans on,
to be honest.
Is he wearing purple denim?
Yeah,
he all mismatched, bro. He got like the magenta fucking joggers with the black hoodie with the blue. I like this dude's the biggest dweeb. Is that who on the radar employs, by the way?
No, that's a producer.
Oh, okay. What's his name?
On the radar, dude, just be letting anybody come up in there and rap though.
They do.
They get good ones on their freeze, but they like if you look through their page because they post every day like multiple. I'm like, fuck, who do I gotta talk to, dude? Because like they're just bringing anybody on, bro.
You probably gotta go up there in person. That's all.
That's all I need, man. Is one on the radar. That's all I need.
But they have Sci-Hi up there, and then they'll have like some motherfucking like kid unknown from the Boondocks up there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's weird. The parody over there, you feel me?
Like this shit, this is the problem though. It's like the problem with the culture today is that motherfuckers letting people in that don't respect the culture at all, and then nothing but fucking opportunity shit. Like this fucking bitch made ass nigga here talking about you don't fuck with boom bap. Like nigga, you don't know shit about the fucking culture to be speaking on that shit. So that's the problem. That's why we can't. It's hard to gatekeep because motherfuckers like this. Skinny bitch ass nigga here.
That's why we can't have nice shit.
If he's from New York, I promise you he's from Williamsburg.
Oh god, that sounds bad.
Williamsburg? Is that like upstate?
That's like that's the part of Brooklyn that's like super fucking gentrified. That's like Starbucks on every corner.
Oh shit.
I need to go to the East Coast. I ain't never been out there.
I don't want to go to fucking. I can't bring my guns and shit. Fuck that. You go to jail for saying the word gun in New York, bro. But yeah, I gotta check it out. Give me a pair of Timbs though, bro. I just have Cloud mail me a fresh pair of Timbs from the fucking New York City. But I mean, that's part of like I hate bitching about some shit and not doing shit, and that's kind of why we're gathered here. Putting in hours, you know what I mean, and shit like that behind the scenes is because of little motherfuckers like that, right? Because shit like that is like, I'm not gonna sit here complain and not even if I'm unsuccessful, you feel me? I'm gonna try some shit. I'm just not gonna sit here. I'm just not built like that. You feel me? So I'm not gonna sit here have the gatekeeping conversation 50 million times and I ain't did shit. You know what I mean? So that's like the purpose here. Get rid of these people. Get rid of the Vlads of the world. Whoever the fuck this kid is, you know what I mean? Go make beats for fucking Molly, bro. Molly side, you know what I mean? Go make beats for somebody else. You can't call yourself part of the culture, come in making fucking beats, profiting, and you talking about like fuck the unks. Like, bitch, you wouldn't be here without the unks.
That's the thing. It's like he don't even know where that stuff where it came from. You don't even know like the genesis of the noises that he like how it evolved to get to make the shit that he likes to make now. You can say you don't prefer something and it's not your bag, but you can do that while not only paying homage but like being respectful of it.
Exactly. Instead of just splatting out fucking disrespecting and throwing to the fucking side, like nigga, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, if gatekeeping was still a thing, he might have had a fist coming from off camera, right to his face.
Yeah, people have been punched for that. You fuck around running to the Wu-Tang Clan when they were that they strong as 100 of them in the fucking club.
8, 9 niggas stumping the fuck out you in Timberland, dude. That's very.
Hey, and it sucks. You guys have brought up like the battle rap circuit and shit like that, which is how I got into hip hop like originally, and like there's still, I mean, battle rap's doing well like in its place right now, but I don't see it like there's not gonna be a lot of new battle rappers. You know?
Yeah.
Like they're all starting to age out.
Yeah. It didn't take off like it should have. I thought when Eminem was throwing big money at it and a couple of people, right? I thought the URL would take off, but I don't know what business they had going behind scenes, what smacking them was on and shit. But to me, like they should have 2016ish, you know what I mean? Like where more people wanted to do it, but I don't know what the fuck happened in between then. When you had the Joe Budden, Hollow the Don battling and shit. Like at that point, you had like real, good battle rappers, Bill Collectors of the world, and the John. You had like Hollow and all these other people, right?
It kind of got turned into like a parody though too. Like after the 8 Mile shit dropped, you remember MTV started doing those things, and it was like watered down 1-minute battles they had on
106.
That's where like like Blind Fury and them all popped off from that. And then Wilding Out with their little fucking wild style bullshit battle that is clearly heavily rehearsed beforehand. But I don't know. They like kind of turned it into like a parody thing. Like people don't take it serious. And I mean, part of it is like there's not a lot of battle rappers that make palatable music to like pull people in to that.
Right.
Because it's just a different thing. Like there's only a handful of people that battle rap that I could say like I'd actually enjoy listening to their music. But
yeah,
you're right though. You would think that it would have had a little bit more steam, but it's just, I feel like it's hanging on by a thread.
Yeah.
There's no new blood. There's no new blood in battle rap. Not enough to carry it to the next generation is what I'm trying to say.
Plus, you have this TikTok where things are getting shorter and shorter and shorter, and then you looked up battles was like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, a fucking hour. It's just too long, bro. That's too long. You need to condense it, probably like 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Tops for a battle. You got to stop the ooh and ah. Like it's just too much in between, I think. So I think that's probably why they take off. You try to get these kids to watch a 30-minute fucking battle, 45-minute fucking battle. They ain't doing that shit, bro.
That shit crazy because when I was in high school, me and my friends stayed watching battle rap and shit, and it's a damn shame how far we come.
I watch Grind Time all day. Like me and my boys would just watch Grind Time all hours and hours and hours.
Good times.
Well, we gotta get more of the battle rap shit going on this shit anyway. That's your task, Mr. Cam.
I need to read that email. I'll read it right now.
That's why I don't send fucking emails, man. All right. Anyway, that's the subject we got. Well, we kind of hit on this earlier too, coming off the Jay-Z lawsuit. Like I said, I'm not diving too much into the accusations. My thing is, does like success breed that contempt that we kind of was hitting on earlier? I think, like I said, we touched on it, but I had an interesting thing because I remember the So Appalled was one of my, I like that song, right? One of my favorite songs, right? You know, I think Sci-Hi wrote like all the verses on that bitch. But if you go right here, right, I want to pay attention to this line we got right here. All right. Dark Knight feeling, die and be a hero, or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. I went from the favorite to the most hated, but would you rather be underpaid or overrated? Now, it almost to me in this line, these bars, right, is that Jay-Z almost predicting his fucking like outcome to where we are now, right? Or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. So that's kind of like why I was hinting on the hypothetical question about success breed contempt. We see a lot of people preying on the downfall of successful rappers, right? You see it all the time. Like when you hit that certain pinnacle, it's like fuck him. You know, I hope he loses. You can even say if you want to throw Drake in there if you want to, right? And Kendrick is probably gonna be next right behind him after a while, right? After the conquering hero shit wears off, right? He'll probably be the next target, to be honest with you. But do y'all think that what's the to that? Why does that success breed contempt? Y'all don't see that. You know what I mean? Just coincidental.
Let me see. Shit.
Can you be successful in hip hop, keep being successful, and not turn into a fucking target of the people, right? Or to have them turn on you?
I mean, not if you're trying to stay relevant.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen this shit with Kanye.
I guess that's your question then. That you can be successful. Like if you got your ducks in a row and decided to get out and kind of just like lay in the shadows and just get your money from like whatever other ventures you branched off. But if you want to stay relevant, like that's just gonna come with the territory. You know.
You're muted.
Like,
No, Star's trying to talk.
Oh, I was saying, I think if you just not be a piece of shit and you don't have to face allegations.
But is Jay really a piece of shit? You think Jay is a piece of shit?
I don't know, because I mean, I try not to like speak on stuff I don't know about, but you know, people say stuff about Jay, about like how he is like character wise, I guess, like whether he's like hard to deal with or work with or something. But
yeah,
if you do, I mean, they spoke on this too in a song where like if you're black and you reach a certain level of success, you're automatically in the Illuminati. I mean, I've went down a lot of rabbit holes, Illuminati rabbit holes. Jay-Z is in every one of them.
Those traveling people went down the handshakes and the signs. Shout out to Don in the chat. People don't hate Jay for being successful. They hate him for being the biggest sellout. That's the same shit America says. The terrorists hate us because we're free.
Okay. The shit that bugs me about all this stuff, dude, is like when these allegations and shit come up, it's almost as if like some people want them to be true for like the wrong reasons, you know, to, like justify their hate and not like if kids were really getting hurt, dude, like you shouldn't be wanting that shit to have happened, you know?
Yeah.
So fucked up paradigm, man. But
so weird times.
There's people that they go too far down that path of I want to see somebody brought down, to where it's like it starts becoming like a moral, like it becomes like everything becomes very foggy, to where it's like, why are you going so hard for this, and why do you want that to be what happened? Even though there's no actual like evidence.
But you know, it'd be the worst kinds of people internally though that are wishing on other people's downfall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The law of reciprocation. I mean, I personally, if I don't personally know that you're a piece of shit or there's good documented evidence that you're a piece of shit, I'm not gonna wish like evil shit upon, particularly shit you can't come back from, like death. Like I see a lot of weird shit like this old eat the rich type of shit going on, where it's like anybody that's successful and has money is like they should die. They got it by evil means. Like, you know what I mean? You never know how somebody came upon their funds or with their journey and things like that. And I think once you start going to that shit, it's a slippery slope. And it also gonna bleed into other things, including music, including hip hop, including anything else. It's gonna be like, fuck the rich, I dare you. You know what I mean?
It's just based off jealousy and envy, to be honest. That's all it is.
Yeah,
it's like I've seen jealousy. It's like I've seen like a whole bunch of pretty much everybody who was on Rockefeller mostly, they've been like on record saying that he's like an asshole. He's a piece of shit. Like he only cares about the bottom line. But I've never heard, not even fucking Choke No Joke, who, you know, live streams about Jay-Z every single day for like 15 years. Even like none of them have ever went this far to say that he's assaulting children. That's something that's never like really been like, even to the people that hate him, that's just something that's never been on the table. So it's like, where is this coming from that people are saying like, oh, he's like, it's been knowledge that he's a pet, like he's that, you know? It's like, where is this coming from?
Yeah.
And it's like every single thing that people bring up is like, that's very easily like debunkable.
And it's always that catch-all. It's always the essay catch-all. You know, you'd think I don't know, that kind of shit's like hard for me to believe that there's no other smoke out there, and then it just goes straight to sexual assault on minors. You know, like you got priors for like beating your old lady or fucking kicking puppies or something. You know, and it's just automatically essay on minors. Like, I don't know, it's just kind of wild.
And honestly, bro, we're talking 2000 Jay-Z, right? We're not talking like some untouchable fucking head of a nation that can't be, you know what I mean? It's like, you're not talking some foreign dignitary that has immunity, you know what I mean? You're talking about a fucking rapper. At that time, probably not even the #1 rapper, you feel me? And it's just weird to see, like, y'all think this happened, knowing this man is on MTV and all this shit. Why would you not just come after the cat? You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna downplay anybody what happened. I wasn't there. I don't know what the fuck happened. I just find it weird that it's like, honestly, the government, the state would love for that shit. They can seize assets, they can take shit. You're talking New York City. I don't think nobody above the law in like New York City, the most fucking like, we gonna take your asset foragers fucking place in the world, right? I just think it's weird that it's like we paint this picture that these fucking entertainers, bro, who are so easily replaceable, are above like being taken down. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people go down all the time. Michael Jackson was the biggest thing since sliced bread. He died and somebody else is singing songs. Nobody is like, the game didn't stop. Like, pop music didn't stop from one person. You know, the industry didn't shut down from one person. Everything keeps moving. So I just find it, you know, a little hard to believe that Jay-Z is so protected in the game that he can do all this crazy shit and not get taken down. You know what I mean? Like, it's just weird to me. But I think that's part of that rich shit. Like, you successful, you gotta go. Fuck that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have a real question. So, isn't there like a statute of limitations? Like,
yeah, for
like
criminal
after
cases,
like
this is a civil case.
Oh, but not for a civil case.
Yeah, civil cases have a longer.
I'm a law-abiding citizen. I don't know nothing about this stuff. So.
Buy a book called Raw Law. I don't care if you're law abiding or not. These people are corrupt as fuck out here. So know the basics. But nah, civil cases have a longer statute of limitations. That's why I'm saying people don't know the difference. That's why you got people like, oh, he's going to prison. Like, nah, you know, worse, he'll lose some money, but you know, and that's technically not even true, bro, to be honest with you. Unfortunately, I wish that was true, that it was forever for minors. Now, a couple states, I did think they changed it so that it goes longer, but every state is different. You know what I mean? Let me stop talking. I sound like a fucking, like I've been to court a few times.
I'll be on record and say that I'll be on record and say it's bullshit. So,
because the lady was anonymous,
and they amended the case from before, and then privately contacted them for mediation, which is basically pay us or we're going to come out with your name. And it's like, that just makes the intention behind it very questionable. But
yes, is justice your main thing, or is it like you pay me, we won't throw your name on there. If you're really like a victim and you want everybody to know what this dude did, you ain't gonna give a fuck about no payout for you don't want the name out there, right? That's what I would think. If that's what it's about.
Oh, for real, shit.
Yeah, I want you everybody to know. It's not like, oh, fly me $2 million, we ain't gonna say your name, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's weird. But anybody who let me flip it a little bit before we get up out of here. Anybody who you think has like defied that can be super successful in hip hop and not breed that like or go over that little cliff where that hate outnumbers the the cheers for them. Do y'all think anybody has made that point? Or could y'all think anybody that has made the pinnacle of hip hop and ain't got that hate?
Shit, that's a tough. Trying to think.
Not anyone who's became like a mogul. I mean, there's only like a handful of real moguls, but outside of that, no, not really. Like,
I have
there's
a question.
There's a bunch of really successful artists that have had really good careers and laid under the radar and didn't get caught up in any shit. But as far as moguls, when you're talking about the Kanyes and the Jay-Z's and shit, not really.
You could say, I mean, at this point in time, you could probably say Snoop.
Didn't he have a whole work?
Yeah, this was like a long time ago, but that's why I say at this point in time, I don't think he's like nobody's trying to bring him down.
He beat his murder case first.
Yeah, the murder case and shit, and then after
he got it out the way.
God damn.
Were you gonna ask a question, Star? Or you good? Huh?
Oh, I was gonna say, I guess we can reframe the question as far as like, what would we say are like successful hip hop artists, rap artists that have had a good career longevity wise, but kind of duck the negativity, right?
He said, "Oh, that's a good one." Dre still ain't get canceled. Dre got some crazy allegations out there, but nothing really stuck. I don't think. I mean, he did like choke out old girl or whatever. What he did, slap D Barnes.
Yeah, he's never gonna escape that. That shit's a huge stain on his career.
Legacy. Yeah, the thing with it, abusing women shit.
Well, I think his ex-wife accused him of some shit too, or something. I don't know, but I'm not gonna dig to it. But I think so far he's been pretty under the radar. I don't think nobody's really talking about it like that.
He's out of the limelight. So that's really why. Because when he was when he did the concert with Kendrick, like people were like, "Oh, Kendrick has a woman beater," you know. So he's very much like whenever people talk about him, that shit always comes up.
Yeah.
Big facts. No, that's all I got, man. You got something, Malik, man?
Outcast, shit. I ain't that shit.
Outcast.
I mean, they ain't never had no controversy or nothing like that. I don't think.
They not that mogul status though. I don't shit.
But I was asking like Star question, like with the artists and shit, like from being controversial and shit. So.
I know one thing. This thing ever takes off, I'm disappearing. Matter of fact, I might delete these old episodes. You ain't gonna see me no more.
That's crazy.
I'll be a fucking enigma wrapped in a riddle around this bitch. So let's go ahead and get to our last segment we got going on. What are you listening to? Pull them phones out. Them lists. Fucking iTunes, but what's the new shit? Apple Music. Bullshit. I hate Apple as a product, as a record label, and as a motherfucking crew. Pull out your list. Let me know what you're listening to. Whoever want to start can start, because my little Android still firing up up in this bitch. Go ahead, Malik. You first. Since you got like 30 minutes of a list.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Hold on, my shit gotta hold up first, man. Shit. I ain't really haven't been listening to that much music. I just been listening to just some basic shit, just to get into the day. But I mostly just been listening to damn DJ Quick and shit, all his albums and shit. Shout out DJ Quick, man. I love DJ Quick.
Shout out DJ Quick, show legend.
Yeah. Top 3.
You listen to no Christmas music, man? You throw some motherfucking Donny Hathaway and shit on, some motherfucking Temptations.
No, senor. I don't listen to Christmas music like that. I don't.
Y'all some Grinches. He got the hat on, bro. Tell him, Santa. On the ass about this shit, bro.
Shit. Goddamn Big Pokey, D Game 2000. Project Pat, Getty Green.
Project
Excuse me for being antisocial. Roddy Rich, GP Rico, LA Summers. I love that.
Damn, you said Roddy Rich and fuck Southside ain't here. Somebody clip this. I'm gonna clip this and send it to him.
He'll be all right. The Dunk Illuminati, 7 Day Theory, Tupac. That's a pretty fucking album.
Tupac, okay. What the fuck you know about Tupac? Was you alive when he died?
I wasn't, but my mom was. And shout out to her for putting me on a Tupac when I was younger.
Shout out my dukes.
Yeah. Shout out, mama. The Patience, Nick Jenkins, and shit. That's really it. And a little bit of Currency and shit. And yeah, that's basically it. I ain't really missing nothing crazy.
Who next?
I go next. So I've been kind of on a nostalgia flow. I've been listening to Because the Internet, Childish Gambino. I was listening to there was an anniversary. I've been listening to what else? This Ain't No Mixtape by Currency. Been posting some of the nostalgic stuff. The Yellow Album by Dom Kennedy. Some Cardo, Made Man, still got that in rotation.
Okay.
What else? Who else? Damn. I feel like I'm going. Do What Thou Wilt. Also, there we go. Yeah, I've been
my favorite album is.
Yeah.
Okay. Who next, man?
I'll go. I've been listening to a little bit of Black Eyed Peas, Elephant.
What?
Mainly.
What the fuck made you listen to that shit?
Yeah, monkey business. Yeah. Them, I've been listening to some AG, Dr. Octagon, some Dell, some Lupe. I re-listened to that last Sampha album. That shit is good. Some Stevie Crooks. Shout out to Stevie Crooks. He's dope. Sky Zoo. And some of the old Ice Cube, The Predator. That's like Predator's my favorite.
Hell yeah. My nigga. Goddamn. I love that shit.
Favorite
now intro fire.
Yeah, Defari and some Strong Arm Steady, Phil the Ag, and Tragedy Gaddafi. Oh, and this cat Raz Fresco. He's from Canada, but he's like a rapper and producer, but he's super dope too. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been listening to.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out. Cam, Ghetto Metal.
Yeah. Sounds a Ghetto Metal still. I've been Lil Don Pacino, Bruiser Wolf. Bruiser Wolf been getting some spins. Eric the Architect. Locksmith. A lot of Locksmith lately. And then tons of like really a little bit of sci-hi, tons of really like under the radar blues music. Like Black Pistol Fire, Quaker City Nighthawks, some Black Keys. The Black Keys are in there. They're not under the radar. Thorn Hayes, Cam Cole, the Wonton Bishops. I mean, y'all got to get on this blues kick. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, you on some. If I go blues, I go old blues. Or I go like old school fucking BB King shit.
The heavy, man. The heavy. I can listen to the heavy all day long.
Oh yeah, the heavy is the shit, bro.
The heavy's fire.
that?
Yeah,
What's that?
pretty much it, man. Just it's basically just been some Eric the Architect. Oh, some Danger Doom.
Oh,
that's
That
my
was
shit.
getting spins earlier today. And then I've been slapping that project from LaRussell too. The last one he put out.
oh shit.
Kind of liking it. He's got like P-Lo on there and shit. It was a cool album.
Okay. Is that everybody?
Oh, and then I'm getting ready for Wrath to drop on not tomorrow, but the next day, 13th. Cherry Chupacabra drops.
I'm about to listen to that shit. Even
December
ain't fucking goddamn riff raff, man.
Hazelnut Harrison Ford about to make his late entry for album of the year. Calling it right now.
God damn.
Well, shout out to you dropping the heavy, bro. That Short Change Heroes on my fucking like gym playlist and shit.
Ooh, yeah.
That shit found its way on my gym playlist. I actually been listening to Christmas music. Black Christmas. I'm just playing. Little Temptation though. You got thrown the Temptations at this time of year, bro. So I've been listening to I've been on like some white people soul shit. They Rag and Bone and some Teddy Swims and shit.
Teddy Swims kills it, man.
Yeah.
Shorty listens to Teddy Swims a lot.
What else? But I'm balanced though, so I got some Sada and Sada. What is it? Sada Baby, whatever the fuck. I was saying shit.
Sada Baby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
yeah.
You said white people soul.
Yeah, Rag and Bone.
You fuck with that that early George Michael shit.
That's kind of.
I feel like that's like right in the right.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? Like the number one song. He had the number one song like the day I was born and shit. What's that? The fuck is that? Damn, it's escaped my mind. But you know
Bobby
what I'm talking
Caldwell?
about. Nah, not Bobby. Shut up. Ain't that old? You got jokes, motherfucker. Listen to some Jeezy. What's Southside at? LFA mixtape.
Goddamn right.
Styles P, Gangsta Gentleman. I'm up at some old shit. T.I. Urban Legend.
Okay.
I throw some Kenny Mason in there. I was listening to shit lately. He got a couple songs made my gym playlist too. That's about it, man. Ty Dolla, that Beach House, whatever the fuck that shit is. I was to that the other day. I'm a diverse man. You know, I balance my music out, bro. But that's all I got, man. So if that's all we got, I'm gonna leave this last minute to y'all. Man, if y'all got any projects y'all want to plug before we get up out of here, anything you working on, let us know. Whether within this project we're working on or outside this project. So whatever y'all got, man. Start with Star. What you working on?
I'm working on some video reviews for the platform, so that'll be coming soon. Talking about some of my favorite projects here. My mixtape is officially done, so we're going to shoot the cover art. Me and my photographer this weekend.
Let's go.
I'm reviewing that personally, and I have high standards.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll make you proud, but yeah. So I'm just working on that, and of course, running the business. Come get you some herbs at rareawareness.com.
Hey.
Help a young sister grow because we're trying to take over the community with the healthy stuff. Health is wealth. And yeah, that's what I got. That's what I'm working on.
Facts. Health is wealth. J Cloud, what you working on?
Pretty much just follow the Twitch. Next Friday, there's a project that I fully produced for somebody that's coming out. So, which I didn't know about until the other day when they told me. But that's really, really, really good. So, you know, I'll talk more about that next week. But yeah, just follow the Twitch.
That's a man of many talents. He can make beats.
What's up?
What's his Twitch name?
Oh, it's just Jonathan Cloud or Jonathan_Cloud.
Okay. Busy man too. Make sure you get some rest, man. You gotta deliver a lot of presents in like 14 days, homeboy. Get you some beauty sleep, man. Malik, what you working on, brother?
Ain't shit, goddamn. I'm gonna try to put out some reviews this week. I think ain't Missionary coming out on Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg coming
Hey,
out.
yo, I
What's
didn't
the
even
name
know
of
that.
it?
It's called Missionary. It's dead. It's called Missionary.
You're the wrong platform for that,
I should
homeboy.
have put Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg first, but I might review that. I think it's coming out this Friday if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna review that.
Missionary.
Yeah, Missionary, which is fucking crazy, but
This ain't Clubhouse, dog.
hey man, I ain't named this shit. But yeah, you know, that's what I got going on. But besides, I ain't got shit going on. But that. So.
In that list, you got the 50 grade. We still got about 3 more, 3 more posts to reveal to get to your number 1. So make sure y'all check out Malik's ranking.
Yeah, check out that list.
Definitely. Cam, what the hell you working on, bro?
menoforder.com/catchascam for all your workouts and everything you need to be big and strong to protect the people you love. J Cloud, I will be sending you stems this weekend. I know I said that like a couple weeks ago, but I don't know, work's been fucking rough, and I got my studio was kind of like I was moving shit around and whatnot. But I will be sending you stems this weekend. They're it's zipped. The folders are zipped. They're ready to go. I just got a few other ones I want to add in there, and then they'll be on their way.
All good, all good.
All right, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm just working here, doing my thing, trying to get this shit popping. You feel me? Take care of these children. You feel me? That's about it. Shout out to everybody who came through, man, and left a comment. I'm gonna make sure I shout everybody out. Illmatic, Don. Who else we got? Pico. Shout out to the crew. Scarecrow. We don't know what he talking about. What they talking about? What you talking about? Shout out to him and the bike man. Shout out to you, brother. So that's all I got, man. Appreciate everybody that came through. 180 people watching right now. Make sure y'all subscribe on the YouTube. Make sure y'all go to the Twitter. Make sure you go to the websites so we can get off Elon's cesspool and monetize over there. But that's all I got, man. So nothing else on behalf of everybody here. Shout out to my amazing co-hosts, man. Even a couple that dropped out for whatever reason. Maybe the internet won't work, or maybe their phone got hot. Who the fuck knows? But shout out to Southside. And shout out to Hotep, man. So that's all I got. So on behalf of you all, thank you all for coming. My panelists, my crew, the family. So on behalf of everybody, I gotta say peace.
Peace. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.